Hello everyone, my name is Appleguy, and welcome back to more Literally Just Playing Minecraft, the show where I literally just play Minecraft. This is going to be an even chiller episode of the Literally Just Playing Minecraft series, because it's also going to serve as a bit of an update video. I wanted to let you all know where I've been, what I've been up to, and what's going to happen going forwards. So, thanks for clicking on this video, hope you're doing very well. The Minecraft stuff we're going to be doing today is just a handful of tasks that I like to do just idly in game. So we're going to be doing some fishing, mostly as a supply of food, but we're also going to be doing a little bit of tree chopping as well. So if you missed the end of the previous video, I lost all my stuff, which was not good. That was quite a bad, very unfortunate loss for me. And so I am sort of looking to rebuild. Mostly diamonds is what I'm in the market for. We also have a handful of other things that I'm interested in doing. For example, I want to put a minecart track to get down into the mines. And I want to also get into the nether at some point. And I also have been really fascinated with the idea of building a roller coaster. So that's probably a bit of a stretch goal, because we'll need a lot of like wood to do that, and also an area to like define as a place where roller coasters live. So we're going to be working on that. But anyway, it's been a little while since I've sat down and not just played the Literally Just Playing Minecraft series, but it's been a while since I made videos. And so there's a handful of things that came together as far as why I haven't been uploading, but I'm not quitting or planning on like reducing the amount of videos I make or anything. So don't worry about that. I will say though that at the start of 2024, I did sort of decide to not make daily videos anymore. And so that's been pretty great so far this year, actually. I have time to do a lot of things. And for most of the year so far, I've had the time that I need to, you know, do stuff for school or do stuff for work or do like other like IRL things. And so it's been working out really nicely. I think I have a good rhythm and a good schedule going. The issue in the past handful of weeks was that I needed to do a lot more than I normally do. And the main reason for that was because, for those of you who don't know, I am a senior in college right now, and I'm going to be graduating in a couple of weeks. And so my major is civil engineering, and my school has engineers do a year-long project beginning at the end of your junior year, leading through the summer into your senior year, and throughout most of your senior year. And so last week, although I can think it'll be 2 weeks for when I upload this, was when that frickin', oh my god, I'm gonna die to this frickin' trident thrower guy. What's his name? The Drowned? I gotta sprint. I gotta sprint so I can not die to this drowned guy. There we go, I almost died anyway, jeez. Anyway, back on topic. My senior project was finished 2 weeks ago. I had to stand up in front of an audience of, what happened? Look at all these. This guy was throwing them like crazy. I won't get distracted anymore, sorry. I had to stand in front of a panel of judges and underclassmen and like people's parents and stuff. My parents were there, and my grandfather was there. And so that project has been, if you've ever heard me talk about bamboo or give you like a fun bamboo fact, it's because it was a project based around bamboo as a building material. But that was done. So I had to really prepare and lock in for that. And so a lot of my free time was spent refining my presentation, doing things like that. And so I'm happy to report that that's done. So I have a lot more free time because of that. I'm also happy to report that it was a contest and that I actually ended up winning. So my efforts put into that year-long project turned out to be quite successful. And I won, which was incredible for me to be doing this project that's normally a group project. I did it all by myself, which is, I mean, asinine, just a stupid idea. But I did it. And I'm very proud of myself and the work that I did. I, of course, had a lot of help with from my project advisor and also from some people at school with me who were like lab technicians and things like that. Our lab manager as well was a massive help. But as far as like drafting the ideas, and making it happen, that was all me. So I don't really mean to brag about it. I just haven't really had the chance to, because all my friends are also engineers, and that like my project won over theirs, and so it's kind of hard to like be like, oh cool, like I won, because my win means that they lost. But anyway, that was taking up a lot of my time. That's done now, and that's good. Another thing that took up a lot of my time is like right before that project, the presentation date was, I got sick. And so I actually had to present when I was still a little bit sick. But I haven't had a lot of energy. I haven't been very camera presentable. I'm still kind of not camera presentable, but we're making it happen. And so that has been another reason why I haven't been making videos lately. I have made a couple of YouTube shorts because I don't need my face in those. I can just write the script and then record it and then edit it. So I uploaded a handful of those. But I am now freer and healthier to where I can make Let's Play videos as normal. So we can continue stuff like the Literally Just Playing Minecraft series, and Let's Play Super Mario RPG is about to wrap up. So yeah, that's that stuff. Other things that I've been doing quite a bit is I've actually, for better or worse, been doing some things IRL. I went to a social event 2 nights ago. That was awful. That was the worst thing I've done in recent memory. So that's not great. And I kind of want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about finding the places that you are happiest. And so that's going to be sort of like the philosophical theme for today's Literally Just Playing Minecraft video. For those of you who don't know, maybe it's your first time watching me, I tend to like to take these videos and sort of give a little speech about something I feel is important, something I've learned in my life, or something that I think other people should know, that things that I find useful. And so we're going to talk today about sort of finding what makes you happy and then having the confidence to pursue that. So let's get into that. For me, I think a good place to start this is with actually my high school senior quote, which is where in the high school yearbook, at least for my school, and I think a lot of schools do this, you can submit a quote to go underneath your picture as a senior. The quote that I had was, I'll put it on the screen here: "Life is about mining diamonds, so find your y equals 12. And I think that's very funny to talk about here in a Minecraft video. One, because it's obviously a Minecraft reference. Two, because Mojang changed the diamond distribution with the caves and cliffs, and y equals 12 is no longer the best place to find diamonds. But at the time when I wrote that quote, it was. And so the quote has sort of 2 ways I think you can read it. One is like the face value way, and one is like the analysis and the analyst way. The analyst way. That's what I'm trying to say. So in Minecraft, of course, the goal for many people is finding diamonds. And where you do that best used to be y equals 12. So what the quote boils down to is, if you take the Minecraft out of it, you just extract the lesson from the Minecraft context. The quote in my mind says, life is about achieving your goals, so you should find where you can do it and go there. That leads into something I've sort of been thinking about lately, because me being a college senior, graduating soon, a lot of people are sort of pushing the idea on me about like, oh, you're in like the prime of your life, and like look at all your friends and all these people they're having a good time, they're like traveling, or they're like going to like the bars, they're like partying or whatever, and like you don't want to miss that. And on one hand, their language is very enticing, right? Like, no, I don't want to miss that. I don't want to look back and think I missed out on something. So I let that sort of get to me, and I was like, all right, I'll participate. I'll show up to something. So I showed up to this event. It was a formal event. So I was wearing like a suit jacket and stuff. And, it was just people at a restaurant. They like rented out a little like party room at a restaurant. And it was just like, one of those like lights off, loud music, 1 billion degrees sorts of things. And I got there before it like even got started. So when I got there was like no music and the lights were on and it was like nice. And I was like chatting with some people I didn't know. We were talking about where they were from and why they were there. And then all these other people started to show up and like, all right, let's like get started for real now. And the second like all the lights go off and the music turns on and I get like the little like disco ball things going, I'm like, yeah, you know what? I hate this. So I sat in the corner of the room for a little bit, played Pokemon on my phone, and then after a while I left. And I was really mad at myself. And I wasn't mad at myself for like not having fun. I was mad at myself for putting myself in that situation. I knew going in that it was a situation I was not going to thrive in. And yet I still did it. Right? And so thinking back to that Minecraft quote I told you at the start of this little segment, right? I didn't put myself in a position where I could achieve my goals or be like the best version of me that I could be. I like, in my mind, I willingly like clipped my wings and like debuffed myself, right? And so what I would encourage you guys to do is not to live sort of in the future was what I'd say. I think a lot of people struggle with like living in the past, you know, they like think about their glory days or think about like, oh, like things were so much better in like 2016 or whatever. But I think living in the future is equally as dangerous. I think if you live with the idea that, oh, if I don't do this now, I'm going to regret it, and push yourself into things that you don't want to do because you think you'll be happier in the future because of it, I would caution you from that. And I want to close, I think, this little segment. Well, actually, I want to say one other thing before I close. And that is like, even like my parents, for example, because I had my dad drive me to the event just because I didn't want to park a car nearby. He was saying like, oh, like, I'm really happy you went. I'm like, really? You're happy that I'm like wicked mad and like upset at myself? He's like, no, I'm happy that you gave it a try. And I just think like, I've given it a try in the past and I just know I didn't like it. My mother, of course, then says, well, did you not enjoy it because you like said you weren't going to enjoy it? And like you had like self-fulfill that prophecy? And I was like, I think it gets too deep into it. But one thing I do want to say in closing is that I used to volunteer at an elder care facility for a little while as part of a class requirement. And one of the folks that I met there was a great gal. Her name was Jessica. And what Jessica had told me was that, and it sort of goes along with this idea of living in the future. At any point, the way she's phrased it maybe is a little strange, but I think the idea kind of works. If at any point you need advice, you can always ask your 70-year-old self or your 80-year-old self or your 90-year-old self. Because what you do now is what they are going to like live with, you know? So if you think like, oh, like, will 70-year-old me wish that he was at this party? It's like, well, you are 70-year-old you. Just, you know, 60, 50, however old, you will be 70-year-old you at some point, right? So if you're not happy with it now, or if you think older version of you would be happy or wouldn't be happy, whatever, it's just you. It's just you. You just have to please yourself, you know? So that might not be super applicable to as far as what I was saying, as far as like not living in the future. But ultimately, you've got your life. You should live it the way you want to live it. And if that's going against the grain, if that's not doing these things that everyone says is fun or is like what you should be doing, don't do it, you know? And it takes a lot of, I think, self-confidence to sort of drive that forward, to sort of be willing to say, yeah, that's what they're doing. I'm going to do my own thing, Miles Morales style. So, you know, food for thought. That's a lot of what this series is. It's a lot of Minecraft, of course, but it's also a way to, you know, provoke thought, hopefully. Get you guys thinking about some different things. I'm always curious to hear what you guys have to say on these topics, so let me know in the comment section down below. If you do have any input, I would be delighted to read it. Overall, as a fishing day, though, focusing back up on the game of Minecraft itself, that was a less than successful fishing day, I would say. We did get the leather, which is pretty cool. I'm going to go hunt down this skeleton. I got a strafe. Ooh. Get him. Get him. There we go. I got him. Yeah. That was kind of goofy. Sometimes I set up jokes like that, and I'm like, oh, I know for a fact I'm going to do like a face cam zoom in on that. And then like that one I did, and I'm like, there's no way I want anyone to zoom in on my face on that. Oh, I got a mending book at some point. Did I get that last video, or did I get that off camera? One of my favorite things to do in Minecraft is just to fish or to cut logs. So you'll sometimes, I mean, you'll not see it, but my friends will see me on Minecraft for like hours. They'll be like, oh, like we like building something crazy or like going on a big mining expedition. I'm like, nah, I was just chopping wood and like listening to Leve, you know? Like I just do that a lot. I have a world in Minecraft that I've actually had to like force myself to start building things in, because I've just been collecting wooden logs for hours. I would actually be really curious to see my statistics on that world as far as like logs chopped or whatever. That'd be crazy. Anyway, it's the 15th anniversary of Minecraft right now. Hope you guys have been claiming your items if you're a Bedrock player. If you're not a Bedrock player, there's still things you can get. There's the 15th anniversary cape, the green creeper face, which is kind of cool. I'm still using the migrator cape here. I think it goes well with my skin colors, like the red on the bottom and the red on my jacket and stuff. I do have all three of the new capes though, which is of course the green creeper. Frick, I reeled that in way too early. Darn it. I have the green creeper face, and there's also the TikTok creeper face, which I downloaded the TikTok app for. I hate to admit it. I downloaded that app for 3 minutes to get my 3 minutes of watch time for that cape. That cape is one of the coolest things Minecraft has ever made. It's a fantastic cape. And lastly, there's the new Twitch cape, which is like the purple Twitch heart, which doesn't feel honestly like a good cape. That one feels like a Twitch cape, not a Minecraft cape. The TikTok one uses the TikTok colors in a very smooth way to make it like that is a TikTok Minecraft cape. This Twitch cape is like, this is the Twitch cape, personally, is how I feel about that. But I have them all, and I'm always looking for new ideas as far as like what cape I should use. I honestly almost used the 15th anniversary cape, because it's like the green is a nice little splash of color, but I'm just so used to the migrator cape at this point that I don't know. If you guys haven't claimed your capes yet, I would definitely go about doing that. When this video goes up, they should all still be available. I don't think they're going away for a little while. Some of the capes aren't in Java edition yet. If you're a Java player, you should still go through the process of like claiming the codes, and then they'll be in Java, I think, early next month. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, this was just a nice little, I think, way to get sort of reintegrated back into the Minecraft experience, let you guys know sort of where I've been. I don't plan on being away for long again. I do have some IRL things that I am going to be doing that will take up some time, but I should be able to upload videos. As long as I'm not sick, I have time to upload videos. So I will be doing just that. I do plan on doing a live stream here on the Literally Just Playing Minecraft world at some point, mostly doing what I just did in this video, which is like fishing and chopping trees and stuff, just to sort of have things going. But yeah, that's going to be all for me, ladies and gentlemen. I want to thank you all so much for watching. If you have enjoyed, please hit like and subscribe, and tell your friends about my channel if you think they would enjoy it. It means a lot to me when you guys spread my videos around. And I'll catch you guys all back here next time for my next video. Until then, as always, take care.